In the city of Athens, a specific vessel held a fixed place in both religious observance and civic memory for several centuries. Historical sources identify this as the ship associated with the legendary voyage of Theseus and the Athenian youths from Crete. Each year, the Athenians dispatched a sacred embassy to the island of Delos to honor the god Apollo. The same ship served as the vehicle for this annual journey. Over time, the effects of seawater, weather, and repeated voyages caused individual planks, beams, and other structural elements to decay. The Athenians responded by removing the compromised timbers and installing new ones of comparable type and dimension, thereby keeping the vessel seaworthy and suitable for its ritual function. Records indicate that this program of systematic replacement remained in effect at least into the late 4th century BCE, during the period linked to the administration of Demetrius of Phalerum. Similar practices of incremental repair were applied to other public structures in Athens, where functional continuity was maintained through ongoing substitution of worn materials. This is before logic, a history of rules before they were written. The cumulative effect of these replacements became associated with philosophical discussions concerning persistence and sameness. The question concerned whether the ship, once every original component had been substituted through gradual renewal, continued to be the same ship that had first made the voyage centuries earlier. Some lines of reasoning maintained that identity was preserved through continuity of overall form, function, and historical role within Athenian religious practice. Other positions held that the complete substitution of every material part produced a numerically different object, even if outward appearance and operational capacity remained unchanged. The discussion therefore turned on the conditions required for a composite physical object to retain its identity when alteration occurred through incremental replacement rather than sudden destruction or wholesale reconstruction. Within the broader context of ancient Greek thought, this example operated as an informal test case for reasoning about enduring entities. Temples, tools, public monuments, and other constructed objects were routinely subject to repair and renewal as a practical necessity. The Ship of Theseus supplied a concrete case in which gradual material alteration complicated the continued application of the same name and classification over time. Common methods of classification, frequently anchored in material continuity, generated inconsistencies when applied to entities maintained through successive replacement. In this manner, the case indicated the boundaries of coherent classification and inference concerning objects that endure across time. The same classificatory pressure appeared in discussions of other composite structures whose material composition changed gradually while their recognized function remained fixed. Comparable issues surfaced when reasoning addressed the persistence of civic institutions or religious associations that experienced gradual replacement of their individual members. Surviving testimony places the example alongside other ancient discussions concerning persistence through gradual change. The ship illustrated a situation in which gradual change at the level of parts challenged the application of basic notions of sameness and difference. Similar considerations appear in discussions of other composite structures, such as living organisms or civic institutions, where material turnover occurs over extended periods while functional and structural continuity is maintained. The example, therefore, functioned as a practical constraint on how categories of identity could be applied consistently within systems of thought that treated physical or institutional entities as stable over extended periods. The historical record supplies only limited detail concerning the precise arguments advanced in connection with the ship. The most direct surviving reference appears in Plutarch's biographical account of Theseus, where the vessel is presented as an established point of reference already familiar to philosophers of his era. Plutarch notes that the ship had become a standard illustration in debates about identity, yet he does not record extended positions from specific thinkers or schools, nor does he provide a systematic treatment of the criteria invoked. No dedicated ancient treatise devoted exclusively to this puzzle survives. Scholarly interpretation, therefore, varies regarding the exact scope and original philosophical weight assigned to the example in antiquity. The available testimony indicates reflection and discussion rather than a resolved doctrinal position. Additional uncertainty arises from the fact that the maintenance practices themselves are known primarily through later sources. The precise schedule and technical standards applied to each replacement are not documented in contemporary records from the classical period. It remains unclear whether the process was understood at the time primarily as religious piety, practical seamanship, or an occasion for philosophical inquiry. These gaps in the surviving evidence limit the extent to which the example can be reconstructed as a fully articulated logical exercise within ancient reasoning. Contemporary inscriptions or administrative records from the period of active maintenance do not survive in sufficient detail to clarify the operational protocols followed. The transmission of the example to later periods occurred primarily through Hellenistic and Roman literary sources. The example presented difficulties for maintaining stable classifications for composite entities whose material composition changed continuously across time. Any durable system of reasoning concerning objects, institutions, or living structures required stable criteria for persistence and replacement. In the next episode, we will examine rule systems before the state.